plan for my future. And also, I don't know. For you, because that doesn't get. You belong among the wildflowers. Hello everyone, today's video is going to be fun for me. I have not done a Q&A, and I don't even want to put last Q&A up on the screen real quick because let's just not talk about it. I feel like I need to update you guys. I have a lot of new people on this channel and you guys probably just don't really know me. So that's what we're doing in today's video. Without further ado, like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get right into the video. That was so YouTuber of me to say. Okay, first question is, what do you want your future to look like? This is a difficult question because I think about my future a lot. It actually sends me into a spiral sometimes when I think about it. But overall, what I want my future to look like is just happy. Can I have that, please? When I move out, I think that it's gonna be great for me. I want to try to buy like the shell of a van, build a van with my dad, and then I can start traveling in it. That just seems like something that I really want to do. I want to start traveling more. My family and I have been traveling for a few years now. Decided to actually like settle back down and live full-time in Florida instead of like traveling on an RV. Recently I've just really missed traveling. I just love exploring and experiencing new things. So that's kind of my whole goal for my future, is just to do college online. I want to do like cinematography. I want to build out a van and start traveling, just do things on my own. I want to like solo travel. Let's not talk about it because one, I don't like to jinx things, and two, how is this all gonna happen for me in 2 years? I don't freaking know. Let's move on to the second question. Okay, second question is fun. It's what's at the top of your bucket list? Honestly, when I was writing down these questions, I didn't actually think of like what my answers would be, so you're gonna have to give me a second. Okay, I honestly don't know. I was gonna say something basic like skydiving, but like I would never ever do that in a million years. Maybe visiting a new country. That's the first thing that came to mind. Once I visit a new country, like my bucket list is basically complete. I don't really necessarily have a bucket list. I don't have a list of things that I really want to do. I want to go somewhere so different than here that it like kind of throws me off. I don't know. I think visiting a new country. Third question is, how do you really feel about homeschooling? This is a loaded question for me, but I'm gonna try to give you the most simple answer that I can think of. Homeschooling for me started when I was in 7th grade. We decided to homeschool because we were traveling. Like literally, it was such a fast process. I still homeschool even though we're not traveling anymore. I like it. I think my honest opinion is when I first started, I hated it because I was ripped out of school so fast. I didn't have any friends to keep in contact with because I was so young, so I didn't have like a phone. So it sucked a lot. Like it sucked heavily. And now I really like homeschooling for me personally because it gives me so much time to focus on YouTube. And if I was in school until like 3 o'clock every day, and then I also had homework on top of it and also trying to film my YouTube videos, I genuinely would not be here. I feel like I would just like be completely having mental breakdowns every single day of my life. I also just didn't have a good school experience, if I'm being completely honest with you. People at school suck, and my 6th grade self could not see that. I was being heavily bullied when I was just like living my life. Getting out of school and doing homeschool, best thing that ever happened to me. Can we move on? Because that was a really long drawn out thing and I can talk for hours. So let's like condense this to being like 5 minutes max a question. Well, next question is, why did you start homeschooling? I started homeschooling because we were traveling and we wanted to spend more time together as a family because my parents both worked basically more than 9 to 5s because they both owned their own companies. I never got to see my parents because by the time I was done with school and homework and all the other things, by the time my parents got home, we were all just really tired. I was basically raised by my grandma for a few years of my life because my grandma lived with us and she was kind of the person who would pick me up from school and the person who would like make sure I was doing my homework and to sleep on time. You know what I mean? Like, okay, moving on. Okay, what's the biggest thing you struggle with? I have a full list of things I struggle with, but obviously this question is asking for the main thing that I struggle with. My biggest struggle is just anxiety, just in general. I feel like I can't remember a time in my life I didn't have really bad anxiety, which really hurts to say. But, ooh, this is fun. When did you start reading and why? I started reading when COVID happened. I feel like a lot of people started reading when COVID happened. I claimed to be a reader when COVID hit, but I probably read like maybe 3 to 5 books. And then I got in like a really big book slump that lasted me like basically 2 years. At the very end of 2023, I started getting back into books. I just started consuming a lot of book content, and then I was like, oh, like this is fun. Like this is actually fun again. Okay, next question is, what got you into YouTube? I honestly have been like filming my life since I was probably like 10 or 11. That's kind of when it started. I would be like up at the park and I would be like talking to my Kindle, and I'm like, I never posted until I was probably like 13, I want to say. Origin story of why I actually started posting in the first place was because me and my sister wanted to do this like joint channel thing, and my brother was like with his iPhone 6S filming us. He was editing on his iPhone 6S, and the channel's deleted. Don't go looking for it, okay? I think like a year passed after the channel got deleted, and oh my god, I want to get back into this. So then I started doing it on my own. I started just filming. I eventually worked up the courage to actually post. I have a bunch of stuff with me for this next question, because the next question is, what equipment do you use for YouTube? The main camera that I'm filming on right now is the Nikon D3400. Honestly, I don't recommend this one. A lot of YouTubers you will see have a flip out screen on their camera, so this one doesn't. So that means that anytime I'm filming, I can't see what's actually being recorded. I can't see if it's recording. I can't see if I'm in focus. You know, all the little things. That's the camera I use, and I also use a just wide angle lens from Amazon. I don't really recommend the lens either because it kind of sucks too. Mic that I use is a Boya mic. I will pop it on the screen right here. I love this mic so much. The other camera that I use is this one. Honestly, I think I just got from Walmart. No, this one I ordered from Amazon. This is just a digital video camera. I honestly don't think that I want to link this for you because it really sucks. It's not the best quality, but I use this for some like zoom in shots and things for like an intro bit. But my dad actually got me a better version of this for Christmas, which is basically the same camera, but it shoots in 4K, and it's a Polaroid version, so it's like a name brand. That is the one I will link down below because that one's better. Honestly, they were almost the same price. Like for editing wise, I use my MacBook Air. I use this computer. It runs very fast. The editing software I use is Capcut. I love the way Capcut works. I love the way it looks. It's very simple, easy to use, but it has more capabilities than like iMovie. Are you bored yet? Because if you don't care about what equipment I use, you probably already clicked off. Next question is, what is your greatest fear? I think that my greatest fear is just death. I know that that sounds really insane to just say out of the bat. And it's not just like my fear of actually like dying. It's more so fear of losing people and things that I love.